wind. No wonder she was getting concerned.
Good evening. Welcome to the August 24th Village of Bolingbrook Regular Board Meeting. Before we get started, for those of you in the audience, a little bit of housekeeping. If you'd like to speak regarding issues before the board this evening, we do have a clipboard just for you to sign your name for the minutes. I would like to invite Benjamin Armstrong, Ben, to come up and lead us in the pledge this evening. Ready?
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ben, how old are you?
15.
And you are here this evening because you love the village board meeting, right? No, tell us why you're here.
I have 2 merit badges that require me to attend a village board meeting.
You picked a perfect one. A very long one, but a perfect one. Thank you so much for joining us. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Yes, Madam Mayor. Trustee Zarate.
Here.
Trustee Watts.
Here.
Trustee Rupsis.
Here.
Trustee Lawler.
Yeah, here.
Trustee Doris.
Here.
Provenzano.
Here.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of regular meeting July 27th, 2021?
So moved.
Second?
Trustee Rupsis, second. Trustee Lawler. Any additions, corrections, or deletions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have the approval of the agenda. Mr. Odelson, are there any changes to this evening's agenda?
No changes tonight, Madam Mayor.
Great, thank you very much. May I have a motion to approve this evening's agenda?
So move. We'll move.
Second.
Trustee Watts, second. Trustee Rupsis, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have no approval of boards and commissions this evening. Quite a few proclamations this evening. We have 4. First of which is the India's 75th Independence Day. Accepting the proclamation is Prem Lavani. Prem, you want to join me? Prem serves on the Fire and Police Board and is a leader in our Indian community. Whereas India is the world's largest democracy and shares with the United States the systems in which the supreme power to govern is invested in the people, and the people of India drew upon the values of the rule of law in creating a representative democracy, and whereas India and the United States share a common bond of being former British colonies, and India's independence was achieved pledged to the principles of fairness, dignity, peace, democracy, whereas these and other ideals have forged a close bond between our 2 nations and their people, August 15, 2021 marks the anniversary of the end of the struggle which freed the Indian people from British colonial rule. Whereas it is proper and desirable to celebrate with the Indian people and to reaffirm the democratic principles on which our 2 great nations were born. Now, therefore, I, Mary Alexander Basta, Mayor of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook, will in DuPage Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim August 15th, 2021 as India's 75th Independence Day, a national day of celebration of Indian and American democracy in Bolingbrook, and I'll urge all of our residents to appreciate the contributions of our Indian American community and join with them in celebrating their anniversary. We did go to, we met with the Consulate General of India in the Cultural Center downtown this past week and also presented him with the proclamation. So congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll say a few words.
Yeah.
I just want to say that India's independence was fought by the member of Congress of India. My father was very much involved. He was arrested 3 times and served jail sentence for fighting for the India. And I am very proud that we have got the independence, and my father was very much involved with the independence, plus he knew all the top Gandhi and freedom fighters. So I want to thank you all about the Independence Day.
Thank you, Ken. Next this evening, we have Pakistani Independence Day. Accepting the proclamation will be Talat Rashid, who is also currently a member of our Police and Fire Board and a leader in the Pakistan community. Come on, Mir. Mir Ali is with him too. I'll come on this side so you guys can speak on this one. Whereas August 14th, 1947 was Pakistan Independence Day. To celebrate their 75th anniversary, the Pakistan American community in the village of Bolingbrook held several activities during the month of August, which included cultural festivals, symposiums, a parade, and many more events to share its pride and joy with fellow citizens. Whereas this year, the Association of Pakistani Americans in Bolingbrook will be celebrating its 30th anniversary of the flag hoisting ceremony, and whereas the Pakistani American community in the village of Bolingbrook is productive, hardworking, and strives to make positive contributions towards the progress and development of the village in many fields, especially in medicine, science, education, and whereas it is appropriate to recognize these efforts and to share in commemorating the principles of independence, self-determination, liberty, and values that are shared by the United States and all free nations. Now, therefore, I, Mary Alexander Basta, Mayor of the Village of Bolingbrook and Board of Trustees, Mayor of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook, Will and DuPage Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim August 28, 2021 as Pakistani Independence Day in Bolingbrook and urge all of our residents to appreciate the contributions of our Pakistani American community and join with them in celebrating their anniversary.
Thank you.
Yours.
First of all, I'd like to thank the city, the trustees, all the department that helped us out. Because of them, we're celebrating this. For those who were not there 30 years ago, we started with only 20 people. And now we have thousands of people that attend our event. And I can name two people that are still sitting here. They were there at the first flag hosting ceremony. One is Mike Lawler, and of course, our Mayor Roger Clare. We do this to promote the culture, diversity. We have symposium, we have fest, and Consul General, ambassadors, and all the politicians that attend their events. It's good if you guys can go there and see what our culture is, our food, clothes, whatever you can. 2 years ago, we took a trip to Pakistan, and most of our members are here that went to Pakistan, and they enjoyed it. Roger was there with us, and it was a wonderful trip, and they saw our culture, and they saw what the people are, and whatever the media portrays is entirely different than what they actually saw. Again, I'm very thankful to our team. Mirelli is with us. We'll have good time, fun, and please join us. And thank you very much again, Mayor. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Next, we have Patriot Day and National Day of Service and Remembrance, the 20th anniversary observance from 9/11. Accepting the proclamation this evening is Jenna Swenson, Bolingbrook Police Officer, Kendall Schumann, Bolingbrook Police Officer, Lieutenant Sean Neville, Bolingbrook Fire Department, and Mark Lyman, Bolingbrook Firefighter Paramedic. Look at that. You guys can all fit up here. Just go that way. Single file line. Good evening.
Good evening.
Mayor.
Okay. Whereas 20 years ago, our country lost the lives of nearly 3,000 innocent men, women, and children in the devastating terror attacks of September 11th, 2001. And whereas these attacks targeted American citizens, established buildings, and distinguished locations, but also these attacks targeted those American values that bind our communities on the principles of freedom, justice, and prosperity. Whereas every American from all backgrounds felt the pain of these attacks. However, that pain did not divide us, but instead it united us. Depriving the attackers of their intended objectives. And in our darkest hour, we joined together as one country to reaffirm our values of service and strength upon which our country was built. Whereas each year we remember those who lost their lives, the memory of those who sacrificed their lives for others, and those who have been forever marked by this moment in history. We also recognize the debt we owe to the first responders and those who made the ultimate sacrifice in the years that followed to protect and serve state and nation. Whereas those deadly attacks forever changed the course of our history, they will be a reminder of the lost lives and of the evil and cowardice by which such acts of terror are inspired. But most importantly, they will be a reminder of the importance of unity, courage, and bravery in the face of adversity. Now, therefore, I, Mary Alexander Basta, Mayor of the Board of Trustees, the Village of Bolingbrook, Will and DuPage Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim September 11th, 2021 in the Village of Bolingbrook and urge all residents to give meaning to the phrase, never forgotten, to mourn for those we lost and continue to support those who rushed towards danger that day. Thank you very much. One for fire and one for police, and the mic is yours.
All right, well, bring this up a little bit. So, Mayor, thank you for this. Board, trustees, public, thanks for recognizing us for this. I didn't know this was something that we were doing until just a couple days ago, and it is much appreciated, not unexpected. I will say that I'm a lieutenant with the Bolingbrook Fire Department, have been for about 10 or 12 days, just got promoted. My uniform, I don't wear very often. You can see it doesn't fit. It fits me from when I was in the Marine Corps, just got out when I was over fighting a war. I didn't join the Marine Corps to fight a war. I joined it because I didn't have any direction after high school. I also wanted some money for college. About 9 months after I got in, that's when September 11th happened, and they attacked the towers. I became a strong patriot then, and I continue to be now. My lower leg is tattooed with a firefighter. I also have an American flag on my leg. I've been to the 9/11 Memorial and Ground Zero 3 times in the last 2 years. That's where we lost 343 of our firefighters that day, as well as some of our Port Authority cops and EMTs, as well as, I believe, if I'm not wrong, another 3,500 or so civilians in both those towers. So I am a strong patriot. I love this country, and it's much appreciated that we are recognizing 9/11 in this town. So thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mayor Basta, and thank you, Board, for recognizing this day. I, along with Officer Schumann, humbly and graciously accept this proclamation on behalf of the Bolingbrook Police Department. I was a senior in high school on September 11, 2001, and I saw the second plane hit the South Tower live. The images I saw on TV from that day as a juvenile kept me up that night. I was 17 at the time and felt so helpless, but also felt a deep-seated need to do something. After speaking to my Grandpa John and hearing him refer to 9/11 as my generation's Pearl Harbor, I knew what I wanted to do. On December 7th, 2001, the 60th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, I enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. Because I was 17, I needed parental consent. My father reluctantly signed the papers and then gave me the silent treatment for a week because his dreams of me playing college golf were thwarted by what he referred to as my inherent stubbornness and strong will, two things that still refer to me today. He then became the proudest Marine dad who ever lived. My father died before he saw me take the oath as a police officer in 2011. That oath, much like my military oath, arose from a deep need to serve and to help. If you ask a police officer or firefighter paramedic what made them choose their profession, you're most likely going to get the cliche answer to help people. I can assure you that is a true statement. People do not call us when they have a baby. People don't call us when they get married or when they get a job promotion. They call the police and they call the fire department when they are in danger or crisis and need assistance in solving real-life problems. There are true innocent victims in this world, and it is our duty to help, a calling I take extremely seriously. I am very grateful to serve in the village of Bolingbrook as a school resource officer. I walk into a school every day, and I have the amazing opportunity to connect with our youth and serve as a positive role model. I get to show students that police officers are people they can trust and talk to rather than people to fear. I can wholeheartedly say that I absolutely love my job. Thank you.
Good evening. 7th grade year, I was sitting in my American history class as I watched United Airlines Flight 175 crash into the South Tower of the World Trade Center. No more than 18 minutes after a Boeing 767 struck the North Tower, which most Americans believe to be an accident first. When the second plane struck, I, like many others, even at such a young age, knew something was wrong and felt like we were under attack. January 2007, as I was getting ready for school, my father was in the living room watching the news. Like many times before, I looked at the screen and again saw the counter at the bottom scrolling past with a significant number of U.S. troops that had died in the war so far. A few weeks later, at 17 years old, I approached my parents and told them that I wanted to join the military. With the help of my parents, in February of 2007, I enlisted in the United States Air Force, and at the end of my senior year, I shipped off for 22 weeks of military training. 2 weeks later, at the age of 20, I deployed in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. I spent 7 years in the military, and at the age of 23, decided to continue my service in what I believe to be one of the greatest professions. Still to this day, nothing makes me more proud than being able to say that I tried to do my part to support the men and women of this country and the service to our nation. 899 American troops died in 2007, one of the deadliest years for our war on terror. To the families that lost someone fighting for this country, I thank you for your service. To the families of the FDNY 343 and the 71 fallen officers that paid the ultimate sacrifice during those attacks, you are not forgotten. My friend, Specialist Norman Kane, you and your family are always in my heart. And to the families that lost their loved ones on that fateful day, I'm sorry I couldn't do more. I truly thank you for the honor of speaking here today, and I'm grateful for your time. And to our service women and men trying to get home, please stay safe.
Thank you. Did you get your, okay, let's. All right. Next, we have our proclamation for the Pathways Parade. Accepting this evening's proclamation is TJ Grada? Kind of? Gardier. I told you.
I know.
But I tried.
You're not the first.
I wrote it. All different pronunciations. Thank you for being here. Whereas the 56th Annual Pathways Parade will start at 1 p.m. on Sunday, September 12th, 2021, with this year's theme being the Roaring 2020s. And whereas over 75 impressive entries will be taking part in the parade, including local organizations, church groups, gymnast groups, band, and many beautiful floats. Awards for the various entries will be announced at 4:15, followed by musical entertainment featured on the Performing Arts Center stage. And whereas Chris Peterson will be this year's Grand Marshal, whereas the Village of Bolingbrook Civic and Cultural Affairs and Parade Commission will host the Path Fest behind Town Center on the same day, beginning at 1 p.m. The fest includes food and beverages for a nominal cost, local vendors, the climbing wall, inflatables, a game tent with prizes for kids, and Myers trackless train. You got the train, huh? Now, therefore, I, Mary Alexander Basta, Mayor of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook, Will, and DuPage Counties, Illinois, do hereby encourage all residents of Bolingbrook to join us on a fun Pathways Parade and Path Fest and celebrate the Village of Bolingbrook's 56th annual birthday. It's gonna be a nice one.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast.
Well, it's great for us to be able to do this Pathways Parade again. Folks, it's your parade. It's your celebration of your community, so please come out and join us. Have a blast.
I like that.
Yes.
We are gonna have a blast.
Yes.
If last weekend was any indication of the fun, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Great job. We have several presentations this evening, but we will be starting with Nick and Tony Pizzalos. Come on up. Surprise. Many of you know Nick and Tony from Family Square Restaurant, and I want you to just, if we could zoom in on Nick and Tony, because I think they look like 10 years younger in just a few weeks, or right? Some people have all the luck. You're making me look forward to retirement. But anyway, there's so much that I can say about Nick and Tony and Family Square, but I think there's someone here that could probably articulate it much better than I. So I would like to invite Mayor Emeritus Roger Clare to come and join us. Mayor? You should feel very comfortable here.
Wait. Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
I think probably everyone in this room, and of course, thousands of people in town and have passed through town have had an opportunity to stop at Family Square for something to eat. It's been an institution here for well over 30 years. We kind of served together my mayoral career and their careers running the restaurant. And they told me about a year ago that they were considering retiring and selling. And that was very troublesome to me because it's a great place to go. It was your default restaurant. If you wanted to go out to get a good meal, that was where you went, was Family Square. I got to know Tony and Nick over the years, and I'd often confuse them and call one Tony and the other Nick. But one of them was always in there, and occasionally they were both in there. And here, I'm gonna want you guys to jump in here. Here, I'll need to lower that a bit. That guy was a little tall.
Thank you, Roger.
What year did you buy the restaurant?
1984.
And what did you first decide you wanted to call it?
The same thing I told you.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Golden Table.
And you made a decision at what time?
The day before the sign was developed, we decided to call it Family Square.
And what was your thought about family?
Family, you know, to get everybody together, you know, it's Family Square was a business, but it became a family. Community, workers, everybody.
Well, and it's going back to, they're both from Greece.
Yes.
Tony came over at 14. How old are you when you came over?
1981.
No, how old were you?
40.
40.
I remember, you know. No, he was like 24.
No, I remember that. You know why?
They're confused.
No. I remember that. You know why?
Why?
Because I walk in one day on my restaurant, and we have a manager there. And she's got all over the signs in the place. Look who is 40, look who is 40. They make a big celebration. Then they have a cake with the 40 candles. I blow the candles, and they trigger the alarm. And the fire department was there. How are you going to forget that?
40 years old, we opened the restaurant, not when we came.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And what did you do when you were in Greece?
I was a sergeant on the police department.
This guy was a police officer.
Yes,
And in Greece, there's 1,000 islands, and you were the sergeant on one of the islands
of course.
In the Navy, yes.
in the Navy.
Yeah, I'm in a police force on the, we have two police there, one for the land, one for the islands. I was a sergeant for the islands.
So how did you decide you want to open a restaurant in Bolingbrook, Illinois?
Oh, Roger,
He was in Greece, he came back, I said, we gotta do something. I was working in a restaurant. We driving around, we took 53 North, we saw Mr. Quick. I said, that might be a place.
yeah.
We approached the guy and.
Gerald Piccolo.
Gerald Piccolo,
Gerald
and
Piccolo.
then everything's a history. That's what happened. We had a Mr. Quick for a year and a half, and we were working on planning to expand it. Our expertise wasn't on fast food, it was on family restaurants.
So that's absolutely where your expertise
Yes.
is. These guys, if you were in Family Square, and again, I'm sure most of you, all of you were, the wall outside as you come in is loaded with plaques. This is the kind of business you want in Bolingbrook, people that support local activities, sports teams, and so forth. And that's what they were known for. They also were prepared to donate food. If there was a reason somebody needed some food for some event, it was a donation. And you ask them for a bill or a check, don't worry about it. What was your favorite, what was the most popular item in the restaurant?
Cream of chicken soup.
Yes.
I've heard that from a lot of people, cream of chicken soup.
So, the Greeks, they used to have it only on Sundays. I was the only one that then I put it on Wednesdays, and then I put it on another day, and everybody comes in. Cream of chicken, no, I come back tomorrow. So we put it every day for the last 20 years. We used to make, tons. 20, 30 gallons a day.
Yes.
Now, it used to be open for dinner.
Yes.
And you cut back to 3 o'clock.
We used to be open 24 hours at first. About a year, and then we went to 4 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then eventually 10.
And that's because you were getting older and tired.
Plus, plus the business went out, after 9/11,
Things have changed.
there was no night business. Everything went kind of down. There was no bars open, and
They also fly the American flag and the Bolingbrook flag in front of their place,
my
always did that.
thanks for the villas. You always remind us, and you brought us new ones. That's, hope it's time.
So I posted the picture on Facebook, as others did, when it was announced they were going to close. Hundreds of people, literally hundreds of people commented and made comments about what a great loss it was. And yes, your cream of chicken soup was mentioned often. And by the way, you still haven't sent me the recipe for your tzatziki sauce.
I got it.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need it anymore. But they were known for great service. Again, your employees, most of them were there at an average of what, 15?
For some of
From
them,
the
for
day
day
one.
one.
Day one,
Day one.
all family.
That speaks to the, and again, I started to say this, you're, again, from Greece, and you said you wanted us the family square. And if you've been to Europe, a lot of the old cities have a family, they have a square.
Square, they get
And in this country, it's a downtown,
Yes,
perhaps, but in
yes.
those countries, it's a family square, surrounded by restaurants and shops, and then it's wide
shop.
open where people hang around and talk and
Right,
sit.
right.
So you wanted to recreate that in your restaurant, the family square.
Right. It was
You got great food,
Thank you.
great portions.
Yes.
And again, great prices.
Yeah, but we're not going to do it without the support of the town.
Yeah,
Well, but-
Bolingbrook has been great. I mean,
Come on.
it was a little town, and we grew together and became so
not
big.
gonna
And,
make it.
it was.
Big support.
So how do you like retirement?
Appreciate.
I like it.
I don't know.
like it. It's the beginning
miss
of it,
it, Roger, I
but-
miss it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I miss it.
You forget what day of the week it is?
Yeah,
Yes.
but it became so stressful. It was a lot of stress.
And you took care of all the ordering, right?
Yes.
What did you do?
Money.
You counted the money.
I was the front.
Scheduling, ordering, pretty much,
I was in the front always.
recipes, all the recipes.
You guys have become good friends of thousands of people in Bolingbrook. You're going to be missed, and don't be a stranger. And the new
Yeah.
restaurant.
Oh, no, I'm not.
The last 3 days, everybody came. Sunday at 2 o'clock, we ran out all the food. And Saturday, I had a special delivery coming, and we still run out.
Well, that's
No
a testament.
silver, yeah.
People heard you were closing. They
Yes.
wanted to see you one more time.
So I'm working with the people. Hopefully, the chef is coming back from Greece. They can get them together and.
You want to help the Tasty Biscuits? Oh, you'll be at the grand opening of Tasty Biscuits?
No, I want to help them. They
we'd
need my
like
help. I'll be there. I want to help them. I want them to.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Roger, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're gonna,
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks a lot.
I'll turn that
Thanks a
around.
lot.
Okay,
Thank
turn
you.
around.
let's try to get one picture.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, one more thing, so you can always remember Bolingbrook,
Thank you, Bolingbrook.
which I know you will, but, in here, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, we'll meet
We
at
pulled
breakfast.
some,
Okay.
articles
Okay.
Yeah, oh.
about
Okay.
Family Square and some
Beautiful.
historical papers from when you applied and
Okay,
a lot
okay.
of good information
Yes,
here.
thank
I
you,
learned a
Mary.
lot,
Thank you.
so thank you for all that you did for Bolingbrook.
Oh, no.
And
I
we look
appreciate
forward to
Bolingbrook. Thank you
continuing
very
to see
much.
you. Come visit.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, for sure. Oh, I got it.
Okay, you got it?
I'm good.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck to you. Thank you, Mayor Emeritus. Appreciate that. Moving right along. Next, it will be an honor to present a couple of annual awards. Every year, we choose a female citizen of the year, someone who's been very active, a male citizen of the year, and also a family of the year. And this year, our female citizen of the year goes to Elena Humphrey. Elena, can you join us? Rich, come on up with her. No, you can stay right over there. I'm gonna. We did this once before, did we not? You and I tangoed with the microphone. Hey now. Bring this here. Surprise!
Yeah, no kidding. Y'all, I'm gonna get you.
Elena knew she was coming for something. I just
Yeah.
don't think she knew
I heard
exactly
from several different people.
what she was coming
No, I
here
did not
for.
know.
Elena and her husband Rich moved from Bensonville 19 years ago to be closer to her mom, who lives in Plainfield, and his parents, who live in Naperville. They've been married for 19 years and have 3 beautiful children, Sarah, who's in high school, and twins, Leo and Megan, who are in the 7th grade. Elena has been paralyzed since an accident that she had as a gymnast when she was 15 years old. It was Bolingbrook's Progressive Visibility Code, requiring specific features for all new homes built in Bolingbrook that drew Elena and Rich to make a home in Bolingbrook. These features included no step entry, 36-inch wide doors, bathroom grab bars, enabling those with disabilities not only to live comfortably in their own home, but also to visit other homes with friends and families. Bolingbrook's diversity and excellent school system were also big factors in choosing Bolingbrook over other local communities. Together, Elena and Rich own and operate their graphic design firm called Freewheelin' Design. Elena has been the freelance graphic designer for years and is the creative genius behind the name. Rich, of course, let's think about what Rich is gonna do here. The
Rich
money.
does
No, I'm
everything.
kidding. Collaboration that's made their business successful since its inception in 2006. They are home-based and love working together. Their philosophy is to help make the world a better place, so they follow a business model within which they only work with other organizations to help people. In addition to her busy professional life, Elena is active in a number of non-for-profit organizations in and around Bolingbrook. She's a board member and spokesperson for the Accessible Community Task Force of Naperville, and she is the only non-Naperville resident on that team. She's chairman of the board of the Abilities Alliance of Northern Illinois, serves on the Will County Pride Coalition, and is a member of the National Organization of Women. She has also served on Bolingbrook's Arts Council as a commissioner for the past 6 years. Elena is probably best known around Bolingbrook, however, for her support to the LGBTQ community. She's the co-founder of the Will County Pride Coalition, is current vice chair of Bolingbrook Pride, and she helped plan and execute our town's first ever Pride event in 2018. As it has grown, the event has partnered with a dog rescue group to include puppy cuddling to help educate the public about so-called bully breeds. And who doesn't love cuddling those little puppies?
That's right.
The Bolingbrook Pride Group considers themselves advocate, not activist, focusing on demonstrating our similarities, not our differences. Elena represents triumph over challenges, a giving spirit, and the kind of resident we are proud to call ours. Thank you so much. Okay.
Holy moly. Yeah. Holy moly.
So I'm gonna give you this. Those are instructions that are very, very important.
Okay.
Okay.
Cats.
It's very
My heart is beating so fast. Whoa. Oh, thank you so much.
Be careful.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Got it right here. Do this. Ta-da.
Get in this. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
And of course, a lot of bowling.
Should we put this back in
It's
the
very
box?
heavy, right?
Yeah, that is very heavy. What all is this? All kinds of
Well,
stuff.
there was something here for you as well.
Oh,
There's a few goodies in here, so.
thank you so much.
This is rich too.
Ooh. Might need an extra hand of somebody carrying it up there for us.
So be sure to read the instructions because you've got some duties.
Got some homework to do.
Okay, we'll do.
Say something?
Oh, wow.
Surprise!
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Well, I have to say, this is an incredible honor that I did not expect whatsoever, you sneaky people. And I love living in Bolingbrook. I just love it. And this is so, it's really amazing to be honored for things that I just consider being a human. I was raised to believe that if there's a need in the community or anywhere and you see it, you need to fill it because you can't wait for somebody else to do it. You don't depend on someone else. You take care of it yourself because that's the right way to be. And so I do that, and Bolingbrook makes it easy. There's always people willing to help. There's always opportunities to help others, and I think it's a whole community of people like me. I don't feel that I'm very special. So this is really nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for all you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
All right. It's so nice to get people by surprise every once in a while. Not often we get to have fun. Village board meeting. Right, Roger? Okay. Next up, our male citizen of the year will go to Saeed Rezwan Ashgar. Join us, please. Good evening. We also have some family members here.
That's a surprise.
Good thing you told them really where you were going, right?
Yeah.
We'd be in trouble. Good
You follow
evening.
me?
We already met. You guys come up here a little bit. Saeed immigrated with his whole family to the United States from Pakistan. Like many immigrants, they came to the U.S. seeking the many opportunities to be found here. While having his mother's family already residing here helped ease the transition, Saeed found living in the U.S. a huge cultural shock. I totally agree with that. What stood out to him the most is that here in America, we have principles and we actually follow them. He also appreciates that here he is free to worship in any way of his choosing without fear. After living briefly in Woodridge, Saeed moved to Bolingbrook 18 years ago. At that time, he owned a tobacco store in Downers Grove, but he always dreamed of owning his own business in his hometown. Not wanting to continue in the retail tobacco industry, he took the time to work with a friend who owns a restaurant, learning the ropes and gaining experience before opening his restaurant, Pita Zone, nearly 4 years ago. It is located on the corner of Weber and Hassert Street here in Bolingbrook. We all know that owning a restaurant is all about good food and serving people. Saeed takes that to another level with the way he serves the community in other ways. During the pandemic, Saeed and Pita Zone partnered with ChiCare and other supporting businesses to provide hundreds of meals to those struggling during the COVID-19 pandemic. Saeed also stepped up and began serving the village as Civic and Cultural Affairs Commissioner 4 years ago, helping the village put on Picnic, Jubilee, Pathways Parade, and this past year, the Winter Walk. As an IT professional, Saeed also volunteers his time helping others to file their unemployment benefits. But you've been busy lately.
Very busy.
As he describes himself, Saeed is a people person. He loves the diversity here in Bolingbrook and the ability to pursue his beliefs freely at our local mosque. He appreciates that his daughters, Sakina, is that right? 9, and Sana, 7.5, can attend the kids program at our Islamic school right here in Bolingbrook. Saeed and his wife, Kumal, have invested in Bolingbrook and are shining examples of the kind of residents we are so proud to have here in Bolingbrook. Thank you so much, and congratulations to you. Yes. This is very important. It's homework for Daddy. Oh, make sure he does his homework.
You will follow the instructions.
Follow the instructions. Oh, I don't know about that. Men and instructions. That's usually not.
That's what she's
They
gonna
don't go
do.
hand in hand. All right. We're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna all come around. You guys all come around with your dad. Mike's gonna help. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We have some gifts. And we'll give you the mic.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening. Thank you, Mayor, and board members. It's really a surprise for me. I'm speechless and very honored. I would also like to thank my family. They gave me another surprise to show up. They also allow me to spend time with the village and support me on that. And yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for investing all the time and energy and having your business in Bolingbrook, your home, your beautiful family. We're honored to have you.
Always.
Look forward to seeing you and working with these little
Oh, yes,
ones.
for sure.
We had a lot of conversations, so we're gonna hang out together, right?
Yep, yep.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Next one is our Family of the Year. And I'm gonna switch places with our deputy mayor here, because this is something that's near and dear to all of our hearts, but he did some legwork on it, so I'll share the mic every once in a while.
If we could have the Family of the Year join us up here, that would be the Herdlicka family.
Wow.
We have a page couldn't make it
Page,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, did I miscount? Did we lose one? Did
No,
you
no.
give one away and
No,
not
no.
tell me?
Hi there.
Hello.
Paul and Kathleen Herdlicka have lived in Bolingbrook since 2009. They chose Bolingbrook to raise their children, Lauren, Paige, Matthew, and Megan. Morgan.
Maybe I should have done the speech after all. I knew that.
Somebody, Morgan, I know, Morgan, I'm sorry. Paul moved to Darien, Illinois from St. Louis. He's influenced the children with his baseball team support. Kathleen grew up in Darien. As legend goes, and you may not know, be aware, but Paul is a professional photographer, and it requires some special talent. As legend goes, Paul got his driver's license before Kathleen. He could be seen driving by the school bus stop where Kathleen waited for the bus during the school year. He never noticed her during those journeys, even though he drove by many times. One would think that a photographer would be more observant, but thankfully, his skills grew, and they did meet a few years later, and they developed a very strong and caring relationship, which evolved into a marriage of 21 years. Paul and Kathleen share a common approach to life. Their compassion and caring involves taking the time to get to know and understand others, and to look for ways to help both friends and acquaintances. They also take time to contribute to the betterment of their neighborhood and their community. They could leave it at that and keep their children doing the things that they want them to do, but they also have raised their children to explore opportunities in the community, engage adults they meet, make sure they converse with them, and they're always willing to encourage their children to go beyond their comfort zone. And that's resulted in their children having the confidence to step out and be involved in scouting, youth sports, and in school activities in a way that stands out to their friends and neighbors and those in the community. Some of the activities, and all of us who have met them know that we can have a conversation with the kids at any time. They can be seen. Not only Paul is around the community and Kathleen are around, but Paul is involved in providing professional photography services for local organizations. So his method is to use the skills and talents that he has and the family has, and to share those with the community. The approach is an example of how people become known in the community, and that is to make sure that they are taking time to get to know other people, what their interests are and what their needs are, and in particular to the approach to business. It's making sure that the customer's needs and desires are known, and adapting their services to make sure that the moment that they're engaged, taking pictures of family events, community events, there's a distinct difference in how people feel about hanging out with Paul. There's a phrase I heard a long time ago: I like me best when I'm with you. And by that, it means that a person has taken such a good job of showing their care and concern for and their interest in others, that that person feels better about themselves. And that's what this family is all about. So some of the things that have happened over the years with the business, on top of that, and the kids over this weekend, I saw you at Jubilee, helping out with the photo business at the booth. The photography business has been built up, and with Paul's reputation, he was recognized with the Best of Bolingbrook Business Award by the Bolingbrook Chamber of Commerce. It's not presented just to successful businesses, but it's presented to businesses that have succeeded as a result of their approach to providing their customers with a great experience, but on top of that, going above and beyond to make a difference with their business in the community. And that was exhibited in several ways over the years, and people have come to understand that. Someone needs some help in capturing the moments and the successes of the event. Paul has done some things and has the kids helping him. During the last year with COVID, they made sure that the parents who wanted to have school pictures taken that weren't available in the schools, they provided that service and made sure that that moment and that memory wasn't missed. The Herlicker family is not unlike other families in Bolingbrook in that they exemplify what is best about Bolingbrook, a willingness to help others through positive actions without seeking recognition, and that makes our community a better place to live. We thank all of them, all of you, for all of your efforts. You may not realize the difference that you make, but you have made a difference in Bolingbrook, and we thank you for it. It's heavy, Mary.
I know it's heavy. Kathleen, this is for you to follow directions and instructions. Thank you
She's
so
got
much.
better handwriting.
Yeah, there you go. Come on.
Okay.
Get them. Can you see them all? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mine's yours.
Paul's kind of shy, so say a few words.
Wow, this is, it's a great honor. I have an amazing family. One of our children wasn't able to be here today, which is okay. It's just shocking. We've been residents of Bolingbrook for 18 years. And when we moved here, we built a house, and it was just exciting. It was just and then we wanted to look at the village and look at the school district and look at the library and see what we can do to make a difference. The business I was in was in the mortgage industry, and we had our ups and downs. I was laid off after a great, run of mortgage companies, like 5 years, and then a company would move, and I would join another one in 5 more years. Well, when the crash happened in 2009, 2007, Kathleen and I talked about what can we do differently, and as a family, she chose to, go to look for a job. So we both were looking for a job. She was able to get the job, and she gave me the one opportunity. She said, if you want to start a business, now is your time. So over the years, making many, many, many friends here, I want to thank the village. I want to thank the trustees. I want to thank, Mayor Basta and, Mayor Emeritus Roger Claire for supporting my business. But all of us, we're just like other families also. We just want the best for our community. Lauren's in the golf team. This is her 4th year varsity. Very proud of her. Matthew's a Boy Scout. He's 3 merit badges short and he's getting ready to work on an Eagle Scout project. Paige has done cross country. She's done also on our golf team. And Morgan likes swimming. What else do you like? She's very good at school, and she's in band, so she's going to be percussion. So we're very excited, and I'm very proud of my wife as well. So thank you for everything you do.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do. It's always great when we get to acknowledge members that are active in the community. This is a fun time. All right, Madam Clerk, are there any public comments regarding items before the board this evening?
Mayor Mary, we have received no public comments for our board actions tonight.
All right, good. Moving right along. Next, we have our bill listings to approve for payment. Bill listing A, $1,599,674.74. Bill listing B is for $3,450,048.73 for a total of $5,049,723.48. May I have a motion to approve the bill listing?
So moved. Second.
Sorry, Trustee Carpenzano, second. Trustee Doris. Any discussions or questions? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate? Yes. Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Rupsis? Yes. Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Thank you. Next, we have our tax receipts. June 2021, state income tax was $545,629.82. which is a 45.1% decrease from a year ago. May 2021 sales tax was $3,579,905.78, which was 38.2% increase from a year ago. June 2021 motor fuel tax was $246,265.59, a 38.9% increase from a year ago. And May 2021, the state administrative fee, $28,846.21. We have 5 resolutions before the board for consideration this evening. We have to approve the bill listing, no?
Did that.
We did that? We're all good?
We're all good?
Okay, good. 5 resolutions before the board for consideration this evening. First resolution is 21R-052, approving the purchase of traffic cabinet for Traffic Control Corporation. The traffic cabinet on Boughton and Pinecrest Road is in need of replacement due to a traffic accident. Traffic Control Corporation is the sole supplier of these cabinets. The total cost is $29,455 and will be reimbursed by the insurance of the driver. This item has been reviewed and approved by our Public Services Committee. May I have a motion to approve, please?
Second.
Trustee Watts, second. Trustee Roopsis. Is there any discussion or questions? Hearing none, may I have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Roopsis?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Thank you. Next is Resolution 21R-053, approving payment to the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency, IEPA, for National Pollution Discharge Elimination Systems Permit, Sludge Generator Permit, and Stormwater Permit, MS4, annual fees to the IEPA. The permit is for the National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System and covers the village's 3 sanitary sewage treatment plants and the stormwater collection system. Permits and fees are required by Illinois Environmental Protection Act. The locations are number 1, 151 West Royce Road. The second is 1000 West Boughton Road at Indian Boundary Park. Third station is 127th Street Village Stormwater Collection System. The total cost is $48,500 and is $500 less than what was budgeted. This item has also been reviewed and approved by our Public Services Committee. May I have a motion to approve this resolution, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Roopsis, any discussions or questions? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Roopsis?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Resolution 21R-054, approving American Veteran Industries LLC proposal for fall tree. The village is working on planting of varied forest to prevent future devastation by invasive species. American Veterans LLC will be replacing dead, diseased, or damaged trees in various parkways throughout the village. We had the arbor ash not too long ago, and that took out quite a bit of trees. And so this time we're trying to do a variety, so if, God forbid, something happens, it doesn't take out so many trees. They were the lowest bidder proposal for the 3 quotes received. There will be 1,000 trees planted at a cost of $435 per tree for a total of $435,000, which is $65,000 under budget. This item too has been reviewed and approved by our Public Services Committee. May I have a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
Trustee Roopsis?
Second.
Trustee Doris, any discussion or questions? Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Roopsis?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next resolution is 21R-055, approving proposal from B&F Construction Code Services for third-party inspection services. This contract is for assistance with our overflow demand for inspections for the building department. current staffing levels cannot keep up with the seasonal volume demand during the construction season. The invoices will be billed on an hourly basis, and the total cost is not to exceed $50,000. This item has been reviewed and approved by our Public Services Committee. Sir, may I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Watts, second. Trustee Lawler, any discussions or questions? I think we had the same issue not too long ago. Last year, was it? The year before?
Yeah, we've used these, both these contractors in the past. The next resolution is also, another contractor. Some of them don't necessarily have a person available every single day, so we might have to switch between the two. HR Green, who we had been using, their employee had left, so they can no longer provide us with a third-party help. So we need to find somebody else.
Great, thank you. Our next resolution, which Lucas alluded to, 21R-056, approving.
Mayor, excuse me, we need a roll call vote, please.
Sorry, roll call vote, please.
Yes, thank you.
My
Trustee Zarate?
apologies.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Rupsis?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Thank you, motion carries. Next resolution, 21R-056, approving proposal from TPI Building Code Consultants, Inc. for third-party inspection services. This contract is also for third-party inspections for the Buildings Department, since current staffing levels cannot accommodate inspection demand during summer construction. The invoices will be billed on an hourly basis, and the total cost is not to exceed $100,000. This item was reviewed and approved by our Public Services Committee. May I have a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Carpenzano, second. Trustee Lawler, any discussions or questions? Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Rupsis? Yes. Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes. Thank you, motion carries. Next, we have our ordinances. First ordinance is PC 12. Approval of a special use permit for a planned development with variances and final development plan, Strickland Brothers Oil Change at 467 West Boughton Road. Stephen R. Kudwa is the applicant. I don't know, is the applicant here?
Okay.
Oh, hi. Thank you for joining us. May I please have a motion to accept the Planning Commission's recommendation to approve the ordinance?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Doris. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have the correspondent ordinance. Ordinance 21-038, approving of a special use permit for planned development with variances and final development plan, Strickland Brothers Oil Change, 467 West Boughton Road. And that's in the outskirts of where Tailgaters is, correct? By CarStar, is it?
Crash champion.
Crash Champions, and what's the one next to it?
GMT Automotive.
Right. So this will be a kind of a, thank you, good night. Kind of works in with all the businesses that are currently there. It's a fit. One-stop shopping. The applicant is seeking a special use permit for a planned development with variances and final development plan for property located at Boughton Square, 467 West Boughton Road. Strickland Brothers Oil Change is proposing to develop a vacant property as an automotive service facility with associated variances to accommodate the use of the existing infrastructure. The variances are for waiving the requirement for a berm and irrigation system along the Boughton Road, which is subject to all required landscape material being installed per the landscape plan, and a variance to relocate the foundation landscape material. This was reviewed and approved by the Plan Commission. May I have a motion to approve this ordinance?
So moved.
Second. Trustee Watts, second. Trustee Rupsis. Any discussions or questions? Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Watts?
Yes.
Trustee Doris?
Yes.
Trustee Zarate?
Yes.
Trustee Lawler?
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano?
Yes.
Trustee Rupsis?
Yes. Thank you, motion carries. Next, we have Plan Commission 21.13, approval of a special use permit for a carryout restaurant with extended hours of operation, Slice Factory, located at 227 South Weber Road. Domingo Didana is our applicant. Is he here today? I don't think so. May I please have a motion to accept the Plan Commission's recommendation to approve this ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Watts, second. Trustee Lawler. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now the corresponding ordinance. Ordinance 21-038, approving a special use permit for a carryout restaurant with extended hours of operation, the Slice Factory, located at 227 South Weber Road. The applicant is seeking approval of a special use permit for a carryout restaurant with extended hours, located at 227 South Weber Road. The applicant is proposing a 2,500 square foot carryout restaurant commonly known as the Slice Factory with hours of operation until midnight, 7 days a week. This was reviewed and approved by the Planning Commission. May I have a motion to approve this ordinance?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Watts, second. Trustee Doris. Or was it Trustee Doris?
and Zarate.
Doris and then Trustee Zarate. Any discussion or questions? Done? Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Rupsis.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Thank you. Next is Plan Commission 21-14, approval of a special use permit for a planned development with variances and final development plan, Carlisle Corporate Center West, building number 17, located at 925 Dalton Lane. Mark Forden, Northern Builders, is our applicant. May I have a motion to accept the Plan Commission's recommendation to approve this ordinance?
So moved.
Trustee Lawler?
Second.
Trustee Zarate. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now the corresponding ordinance. 21-040, approving the special use permit for a planned development with variances and final development plan, Carlisle Corporate Center West Building, number 17, located at 925 Dalton Lane. The applicant is seeking a special use permit for a planned development with variances and final development plan for property located at 925 Dalton Lane. Mark Forden of Northern Builders is proposing to construct an office/distribution center for Walmart comprising of approximately 402,051 square feet. This would include parking to the north, truck docks along the east and west sides of the building, and truck parking at the east, west, and south sides of the property. The variances are for allowing installation of an 8-foot wrought iron fence, increase the width of curb cut to accommodate trucks, and waive the requirement to install the required sidewalk. May I have a motion to approve this ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Rupsis. Is there any discussion or questions? Hear none. Roll call vote, please.
Yes, Mayor. Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Rupsis.
Yes.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Last ordinance for this evening is amending Chapter 13 of the Municipal Code and increasing Class C1 packaged beer and wine from 4 to 5, Aldi Inc., DBA as Aldi, number 14th, located at 734 East Boughton Road. This is where the Bed and Bath,
Bed Bath and Beyond.
so Aldi's taking a portion of that building, correct?
Yes, indeed.
It's going to be exciting. We're going to have 3 Aldis in town. This is a new liquor license for a new establishment. Aldi will open in late August and would like to sell packaged beer and wine in addition to groceries. The ordinance will grant a Class C1 packaged beer and wine license to Aldi, thereby increasing the C1 licenses from 4 to 5 in order to accommodate the owner's request. May I have a motion to approve this ordinance?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Watts, second. Trustee Doris. Any discussion or questions? Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Mayor, Trustee Rupsis.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Motion carries. And we actually do have another ordinance. Snuck up on us. Ordinance 21-042, amending Chapter 13 of the Municipal Code, decreasing Class C9 plant store beer and wine from 1 to 0. The Sacred Succulent, located at 639 East Boughton Road, Suite 160. Sacred Succulent requesting to eliminate their liquor license. Therefore, we are decreasing the Class C9 plant store beer and wine license from 1 to 0 to reflect the change. May I have a motion to approve this ordinance?
So moved. Second?
Trustee Rupsis, second. Trustee Zarate, any questions or discussions? Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Mayor, Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Rupsis.
Yes.
Trustee Doris.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next for the fun part. All the fun trustees are going to wake up now and make all their comments, but before they do, I'm going to give them a minute to, and I want to thank the Civic Cultural Affairs Commission for a very successful Jubilee this past weekend. It was a great event, a little bit of rain, but that didn't deter anyone. Great crowds, and so thank you to them. But I'd also like to thank our staff, public safety, police, fire, as well as public works. They were all out there in the heat, doing an excellent job, making sure that everything was pristine and in shape and safe. And for that, I thank you all. That's what makes our community so wonderful, is all these events with beautiful concerts. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank our MC, Deputy Mayor Lawler, for all of his announcing excessively at times.
That's why my voice is a little strained. Thank you, Mayor.
Sure, thank you. And then we do have, before I do turn it over to the trustees, we did have some public comments that were submitted via email, and I'll ask the clerk to read those at this time.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. This was not related to any action item on the board that the board was going to follow today, so that's why they're coming at the end of the meeting. This is from our resident Cindy Hennessy. She asked if these following questions be read at tonight's meeting. The first question, why does Bolingbrook refuse to inform the residents that Clark Chemical has been scheduled to come and poison our town? Question number 2, have they done any research as to the long-term side effects of the poisons Clark uses? Question number 3, I'm on the no spray zone list, but according to Clark, it's only when they poison us with the trucks in the middle of the night. This year, Bolingbrook has chosen to treat Bolingbrook by means of a helicopter instead, and because of this, they are not contacting any residents and no one is off limits. Question 4, Clark claims their poison only affects mosquitoes. Does this permanently deformed monarch look like a mosquito to you? There was a small video attached to this email. It was fed with tainted milkweed from a field near Boughton Road, just east of Divine Shepherd Church. Is the end of her questions.
Thank you. Mr. Rickelman, can we please have a response to that via email in the essence of time? Or if you want to make a short statement, but maybe a more detail?
Yeah, we'll definitely reach out to the resident and, talk to them about what we use. We do follow the CDC guidelines, the Illinois Department of Health, the Will County Department of Health, and use things that are approved by the EPA. The decision to spray is one that I take very seriously, and I've kind of been, for the last 8 years, the last one to recommend it to the mayor. I don't take it lightly. I haven't recommended it to you yet, and I haven't recommended it to our former mayor in quite a while. We monitor, we surveil. That is the main thing that drives it. The mosquito counts that we have gotten this year have been very low, so we haven't even come close, even though other people have sprayed. Currently, we have been treating with, it actually is a pellet that is sprayed, not sprayed, but distributed through more marshlands as opposed to sprayed. So, we do take that seriously. We have staff that investigates this stuff, and we'll have them reach out to it.
Great, thank you very much. Are there any other questions that were submitted?
No, there were none.
Mayor, before we get into comments, we were just alerted that there's a power outage on the east side of town, and Co-Administrator Rickelman went online in the ComEd webpage, and it looks like there's 594 residences affected in Bolingbrook right now, and the estimated time of the power going back on is somewhere around 9:45, 10 o'clock. So those people probably aren't watching us, but if you have friends, neighbors, anyone out there, at 9:45, 10 o'clock is the estimated time of the power going back on.
Or if any of you guys are
When you go
from
home.
that area, then you just hang out here. Good thing the meeting went a little longer today. Thank you for that. We appreciate it. Trustee comments. Let's go with Trustee Roopses.
Okay, well, I just wanted to say congratulations to all the people who were celebrated tonight. It was really great to listen to tonight. It's just a real example of how wonderful our community is. Even hearing Nick and Tony talking about their retirement, and they said, I want this other company or I want this other restaurant to be successful. I want to help. And that's like an example of how our town is. Almost every person who was acknowledged today just had that mindset. So though the meeting went long, I think it was really valuable just to celebrate our community. And also, we should celebrate our mayor, who had her birthday this Sunday at the Jubilee. I think she turned 21. 21. So happy birthday to Mayor Mary, who's part of our family. So that I think our community really celebrates all that. So just want to acknowledge all that. So congratulations, everybody, and thank you for being so wonderful in our town.
Thank you.
So, on to other announcements. There's some job opportunities I wanted to share. The Bolingbrook Career Fair is taking place on August 26th from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. at the Bolingbrook Community Center. For more information, you can contact info@bolingbrookchamber.org. And other career opportunities. Valley View School District is also hiring. You can view jobs and apply at vvsd.org/jobs. And just sticking with the school district, there's a really great program that we have called the Little Raiders Preschool. It takes place at BHS in room A206 on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. starting September 15th. For ages 3 through 5, there are 15 spots available. There is no cost to the public. My kids actually went through this program, and it was a great stepping stone to preschool. So it's a very good first start, and it also helps high school students in their career pathways to get started. Interested people must register by September 3rd, and they can register via email at cliffordek@vvsd.org. And if you need any help contacting this teacher, you can just reach out to me as well, and I can get you connected. And then lastly, there's our 6th annual event, near and dear to my heart, Rockin' the Cause. It's a charity event that raises money for kids who cannot afford musical instruments and lessons to get started in band. Anybody who's paid for one of those instruments and lessons knows the cost. They also know the value in what the kids get. And so this is a way to give back and to help those kids get started. The benefit concert takes place on Sunday, September 19th. It starts at 2 p.m. and goes till 9:30 p.m. And it's right here at the Bolingbrook Performing Arts Center, and it's called Rocking the Cause. So I hope you guys are able to come out and join us for that event.
Who's the opening?
The opening group is actually Bolingbrook High School Band. So we will be having a group performing there. The other half of the band program is going to Romeoville that day, so we're actually dividing and conquering. But we know it's very important to be in all places at once, so the BHS band kids will be serving in that capacity.
I thought that was important. You get to see, open it up with the those who are really served by this. Just a quick comment, 2 years ago, the last time the event was able to be held, the funds raised from that funded musical instruments and lessons for 35 students in Bolingbrook and Romeoville in the school district. So, but I wanted to call out the fact that you actually get to see the impact of it with opening up with the students in the BHS band. I wanted to thank those organizations who were recognized with proclamations tonight, those individuals. So many important things happen in town. We don't necessarily notice all the good things that are happening in town. So those who got the proclamations and the recognition tonight gave us a really good example of what Bolingbrook's all about. The first responders, the celebration of Indian and Pakistani independence, and the fact that we've got people who live here in town who exemplify and believe in what Bolingbrook's about and are part of our town. And of course, the citizens of the year exemplify what makes us a really wonderful community, and I want to congratulate them. Couple of announcements. This started on June 2nd, and it's flown by, but the last Wednesday concert is tomorrow night, and it's behind Village Hall here at the Performing Arts Center, the Roger C. Clare Performing Arts Center. So the last band will be one of these nights, and I've had a little commentary along the way. Can you guess what music they play? And it's the Eagles. So you can live stream it if you can't make it on Facebook. It's starting at 7:25, or on Bolingbrook.com, BCT Live, or if you're at home, Channel 6 and Channel 99, depending on Comcast or AT&T UVerse. So we've had great crowds all year, and this will be a good finish to the year. And I also want to echo the comments. You must have been looking over my handwriting on well, you couldn't read my handwriting, but the comments made about the Jubilee team effort, great effort, and really one of the best ones we've had. So I want to thank everyone for all their efforts they put into it. This next announcement brings back memories. Cub Scout Pack 134, which is chartered by VFW Post 5917, is holding an orientation meeting Sunday, August 29th at 1 p.m. at Fountaindale Public Library. And this gives you a chance to come and learn about the scouting program and decide if it's a good fit, starting in kindergarten through 5th grade, sons and daughters. I did not attend that orientation meeting many years ago, and so I was signed up to be a den leader for my kids. So I would encourage parents and family to go to that meeting, because if you don't all attend, then somebody misses that, they get signed up as a den leader. It turned out to be a good experience, so scouting is great, and we've got a great scouting community, so I encourage you. I'm being a little facetious, but I did miss the meeting and got signed up to be the den leader. But great program. And we've already talked about Pathways Parade. This is phenomenal. I like the theme, Roaring 20s, but come on out. This gives you a chance to meet all the organizations, a number of the organizations in town, and we've got a festival afterwards. I think that's it. I've done blabbing enough.
Thank you.
While we're keeping everyone up late, I'll continue. One piece about the Pathways Parade that Deputy Mayor just mentioned, people always ask me, how can I get more visibility in town? How can my sports team, my boosters club? These opportunities are fantastic. Even not only just for the parade, but it's a great opportunity to get your group out there, to get a good picture for social media. So please, I encourage you, sign up your organization. I believe the mayor's looking for bigger and more beautiful floats this year. So come to the parade with some excitement, and it's a great event. So we hope to see you out there. A few notes, I don't want to be redundant, but our Citizens of the Year and our Families of the Year couldn't be better choices for this year, so congratulations to all. It is great to see names that are very much in the know, which means they are very much involved in the success of our community. And just one sort of unique note, I think not only in Bolingbrook, but really especially in Bolingbrook, it's amazing how our proclamations tonight both honor the taste of Pakistan and India, and at the same time, we're talking about the dynamics of 9/11, and sometimes if you turn on the news, you may not see how those things can be related, but here in Bolingbrook, it's amazing how we welcome and support all, and I think to echo previous comments tonight, I think that really exemplifies who we are as a community. So I appreciate all the proclamations tonight, and especially the fact that they can all be celebrated together and honored and remembered together. A few quick notes. The street markets at the Promenade continue. I believe it's for 3 more Thursdays, but check their Facebook page to be sure. They extended it a bit. Music is back. I read that today, so they're going to have music again. The street markets are from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. At the Promenade Bolingbrook, and you can't miss it if you arrive. Again, music is back this week, and it's already been mentioned, but of course, everyone invited out to the Taste of Pakistan and the 29th annual flag hoisting ceremony. That's Saturday, August 28th, beginning at noon right behind Village Hall. That's all.
Thank you.
Well, first, I do want to reiterate again how well the Jubilee weekend went. So I want to just give a quick shout out to the Civic and Cultural Affairs. I think oftentimes we go to things here in Bolingbrook, but we don't see the architects and the people behind who set up and put so many hours into setup and deconstruction. So I just want to reiterate that again to make it a point that the volunteers and the commissioners are putting in a lot of work, essentially for our happiness and satisfaction and things to do. So thank you for all the effort and all the work that you guys put in. Citizens Against Abuse, a very important organization, is holding a virtual 5K run walk fundraiser. You can walk or run your 5K between Monday, September 13th and Thursday, September 16th. Starting points start at the Performing Arts Center right behind here at Village Hall, or anywhere you can run a 5K. Adults are $25, children are $10. Paid registration includes a t-shirt in the packet. And sign up is easy at citizensagainstabuse.org, or you can sign up on race day. You pick up your packet on Monday, September 13th, starting at 2 p.m. And for any hopefuls out there that want to sing, you have an opportunity to join the Bolingbrook Community Chorus for the 2021 winter concert. No auditions, no dues. If you're over 16, that's the only prerequisite if you'd like to come and join and sing. Rehearsal starts on September 7th at 7:30. That's at Fire Station 5, located at 1900 Rodeo Drive. The concert will be in Bolingbrook on Sunday, December 5th, 2021. That's all for announcements.
While our evening went a little long tonight, I think it was a great balance between handling important village business and also taking the opportunity to acknowledge community organizations and individuals who work hard in our community. So just, would like to echo the comments and congratulating our annual award recipients. Each recipient is definitely community members that are heavily engaged, heavily involved, and that level of engagement helps to make our community the awesome community that it is. With regard to the Jubilee event, again, congratulations to what appeared to be a smooth and sort of issue-free event. What I've noticed attending recent events, I think there's a greater level of appreciation for the opportunity to gather. And, obviously we still have to be safe in the way we conduct these gatherings, but people seem to really appreciate and enjoy the opportunity, and it helps to have good weather, which we did for the most part. We just had a little brief stint of rain, as was mentioned, but a great weekend overall. The proclamations, I think, highlight the great diversity in our community and a great opportunity to celebrate those different occasions. And there are some events that are going to come out of that, the Pakistani Day event and Pathways Parade. So we wish those events to be successful as well. I just have a few quick announcements. They are all centered and themed around the need for the donation of blood. These are 3 different blood drives taking place in our community. I think now more than ever it's important that we consider donating blood. We have the Knights of Columbus Council. They're doing a blood drive on Saturday, August 28th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. That's taking place at St. Francis of Assisi Church at the St. Francis Room, 1501 West Boughton. So that's Saturday, August 28th. Mark your calendars. If you'd like to give them a call, you can at 630-759-7588. Also a blood drive taking place Tuesday, September 14th from 2 to 7:10, and that one is taking place at the New Life Lutheran Church at 249 North Bolingbrook Drive. To schedule an appointment, you can go to donate.illinois.versiti.org, and you can call for more information at 630-759-7936. And then a third, this one's hosted by the American Red Cross, September 17th from 10 to 3 in collaboration with the Community Service Council at 440 Quadrangle Drive, Suite C. You can register online as well at redcrossblood.org, or you can call 800-RED-CROSS. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a couple announcements. Village Hall will be closed Monday, September 6th, in observance of Labor Day. This will affect garbage pickup, so don't put your garbage out on Sunday night because they will not be picking up on Monday. If you have a situation that needs immediate attention but is not an emergency, contact our police non-emergency line at 24 hours at 630-226-8660. And we have a wonderful event coming up. It is El Grito, and it's going to be September 11th from 1 to 11 o'clock in back of Village Hall. Live music, food, and family fun. For information, please call 815-528-0732 or call 708-359-6674. Or you could go online at ALEGRISEVENTS@gmail.com. So that's always a great event, so please come on down and have some good food and music. And I want to acknowledge one person, and there's a lot of people, so please don't make me think I'm not counting you in, but Don is at all of our events. I give him so much credit. He is right in front, dancing away, eating away. And he's just a warm-hearted person, and I just want to tell you, Don, you're well appreciated. Thank you for coming to our meetings and, always being around for us. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. We have no executive session this evening. Business before the board is concluded, and I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move. Second.
Trustee Watts, second. Trustee Zarate, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We stand adjourned. Thank you very much.